Welcome back to another video on ARK Survival Ascended official PVE Valguero. In this video we're going to obtain the artifact of the Destroyer and Cunning, both in one cave. I've shown the surroundings a little bit and you can find the entrance at 15 by 27, very close to Blue Up. This is the entrance. Again, the coordinates are 15 by 27. This cave contains Perlovias and high-level enemies. I tried this cave with my pyromane and rare flowers to not get knocked off my tame, but I instantly got knocked off by Perlovias. So my strategy is a yuti and a pyromane. I think a thyla would also work, instead of the pyromane. I used the yuti to fear roar the high-level enemies. And at first I tried to kill them with the yuti, but they're so high level. So further on I decided to fear roar them and then kill them with the pyromane. It's a very tiny cave and quite easy route, but the enemies do take some time to kill. So I fear roared them and I was like, you know what, I can just continue. I fear roared the rest, and as you can see, the Perlovias hop out of the ground when you fear roar them. But if you get knocked off your mount by a Perlovia and the level 500 bears attack you, it might get a little sketchy. Hence why I used the fear roar. Now I could kill these creatures with my pyromane, but I decided to just continue. Because there is a little jump there and they will fall off anyway. With the yuti you can just make this tiny jump. This is where we can see the tiny entrance to the left, and this is your way towards the Destroyer. But there is a Yeti in the way, so I make sure to kill that first. I'll speed that up. After I killed the Yeti, I make sure to cryo my yuti, because we have to go into this tiny corridor. There's no enemies in here, so I just jump down. And we see our first artifact, the Destroyer. I grab my grapples because I am very bad at jumping stuff. So I just skip it. And with a lag on official, I highly recommend skipping this, because one lag spike and you will fall down. And I'm kinda guessing this is insta-death, but I'm not entirely sure. We make our way back, and we grapple up top. And I toss out my trusty steed again. I decided to put it on neutral just in case I get knocked off, you know, that it's not gonna stand still there. Again, a couple Perlovias, and watch what happens to the Perlovia that's in the ground when I fear roar them. But there was a little bit too many creatures here, and we have to go into that second entrance, that second corridor. So I decide to kill the enemies. Again, I will skip this. After I killed all the creatures, I decide to put my yuti on turret mode, because in this next room are a lot of creatures. So I want to go down in there with my pyromane to kill them, while the yuti is fear roaring them so that they don't attack me. But it didn't work. So this took me quite some time to clear. I'm gonna speed this up so you don't have to watch for too long. And eventually we clear it out and we continue to the artifact. After I cleared the room, it's time to go into this corridor. Now there is some creatures here. Luckily the yuti fits, so I decided to fear everything, but there is some rocks in my way. And I actually did not notice there was a Pyrlovia still stuck in the ground. Well, I'll show you what happens. I hop off to go my pyromane to kill the creatures and I instantly get dismounted. Now luckily most of the creatures here are fear. But of course when this happens maybe some spare flak will help if your gear breaks and some med brews. Now it's time to kill them all. Again, I'll speed this up. And there we go. We got the artifact of the cunning in our inventory. Now, we gotta go back. And you actually go back the same way you came. It's not really that interesting, so I'll speed it up a little bit. Because I gotta cryo the yuti, because you cannot walk back up here. So I gotta cryo the yuti, and then we go towards the exit. I really hope this video was helpful, and if it was, a like or a comment or maybe tips to improve would be highly appreciated. Again, we gotta fear the enemies at the exit so we can actually get out. Thanks for watching, I hope it was helpful, like I said, and I'd love to catch you in the next one.